you want to be successful, you have to embrace fear and jump. If you want to be successful, let me tell you what to do. All the great ones did it. It's your turn to jump. You might get knocked down. They might even say you're crazy. Get out your comfort zone. That's what you have to do. So take a leap of faith and jump as far as you can. And when you look around, look how high you're soaring. Jump, jump, even if you're nervous. It's your turn to jump, jump. Gotta get that courage. It's your turn to act like a success. Think like a success. In order to become the best. Act like a success. Think like a success. In order to become the best. So now you know.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to chime on really quickly. Listen, I have been vibing to that song all morning. Shout out to my girl Lakeisha Michelle. She's a hairstylist, she's an author, she's a singer. She is just full of life, she's full of success, she's just full of so much energy. Listen, her energy is so stupid. So anyway, I've been jamming to that song all morning. And my topic today is basically, it's no perfect time to pursue your destiny. It's no perfect time to do that thing that you've always wanted to do. There is no perfect time to go after your dreams. And so I just wanted to chime on really quickly and encourage you to just jump. Like, just go after it. Whatever it is that, you know, you've thought about, whatever it is you've dreamed of, whatever that thing, whatever your thing is, your niche is, there's never ever going to be a perfect time for you to go after it. There's never going to be the perfect time for you to pursue that you want to pursue. And so for those of you that are just chiming in, go ahead and share the broadcast. Go ahead and share this Facebook Live. Go ahead and share this Instagram with a hairstylist or any entrepreneur or just anybody who has a dream, but you've been just a little afraid to jump out there. Hey, Robbie, how are you? Thanks for chiming on. If you would, go ahead and share the broadcast. I am also going to share it on my page. Hold on. Hey, thanks for coming on. Hold on one second. And I think I was on the wrong Instagram page. I was supposed to be on my stylist page. Yes, I was on the wrong Instagram. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for chiming on. Robbie, you and them emojis, too funny. Hold on one second. Going to too funny. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm sharing it on my Facebook personal page, and now I'm gonna chime on the right page on Instagram because I was on the wrong page. I was on my blog page. So yes. So again, I just wanted to jump on really quickly and encourage you, just to let you know there is never a perfect time. There's never a perfect time to pursue whatever you want to pursue. If you have like some type of city or state that you may dream of relocating to, there's never a perfect time for you to jump. It's never a perfect time for you to pursue that you've always wanted to pursue. And so if you've always dreamed of maybe living in a bigger city, you've always dreamed of maybe going back to school, if you've always dreamed of doing something you've never done, but you just kind of Hey, my little cousin, how are you? You just kind of been stagnated because it's just like I don't have enough money, or it's just not the right time, or I got a lot of drama going on in my life at the moment. Listen, there's never going to be a perfect time for you to pursue your dream. And so for those of you that are just chiming on, if you will go ahead and share this broadcast, go ahead and share this video, I guarantee I'm going to say something that's going to resonate. And so for those of you that are just chiming on, I am Kendall, the master stylist. I am Kendall T Johnson. I am an author. I'm a motivational speaker, but I'm a hairstylist. And so in this season, I've been called to really step out and actually motivate my beauty industry professionals. And so on Facebook, I have a topic. On Instagram, they won't allow me to put up a topic, but hey, here I am. I'm going live on Instagram. So like I said, it's never going to be the perfect time. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going, just to pursue your dreams. You're never going to, everything's not going to be perfect. And so when you jump out there, when you actually build up enough faith to step out and do the thing that you've always inspired to do, listen, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna run into stumbling blocks. You're gonna run into some stuck places. But I just encourage you to just jump, just do it. You're looking at someone who 4 years ago, I relocated from Texas all the way to Orlando, Florida. I had no family, I had no friends, I had no clients, and I'm an entrepreneur. So the way I make my money by word of mouth, or just people that know who I am. And so I stepped out there, I jumped out there. It wasn't scary, absolutely. Did I run into stumbling blocks? Absolutely. I can even remember one time I was almost homeless. And I've never been in that type of uncomfortable situation in my life. I've always, lived around family. I've always had friends. I'm from a little bit of bitty town in Arkansas called Hope, Arkansas. Those of you that, maybe you've heard of Hope, Arkansas, maybe not. But I come from a little bitty town, and I've always been around my family. So to leave my hometown, or to leave a familiar place, to jump so many states, or to move 1,000 miles away, that was so hard for me. That was literally I think the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But at that particular time, I had realized that my purpose was not just to be an ordinary hairstylist. And so welcome everyone on Facebook. If you will, share this video. Instagram, share the video. But I just wanted to encourage you just to jump out there. Like, there's no perfect time. You're not going to know everything. You're gonna make mistakes. Everything is not going to be peaches and cream. But I just encourage you that if you jump out there, if you step out on faith, I promise you God is gonna take care of you. When I moved here, bye, you gone? When I moved here, I thought that everything was gonna happen at once. I'm like, okay, I'm a good hairstylist. Somebody's gonna allow me to do their hair. And so I came, and needless to say, it did not happen like that. I try to pass out cards, I try to pass out flyers, but Orlando is it's a tourist city. So I would go to the mall and hand out my cards and hand out my flyers. And most of the people was just like, I don't live here, or I'm just visiting, or I already have a hairstylist, or I do my own hair. And so I'm just like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm about to be homeless. The bills are not stopping. I don't have clients. All of the money that I moved here was gone in like 2 months. What am I supposed to do? And so I began to learn how to write things down. I began to really activate the scripture, write the vision, and make it plain. And I just literally learned by default. Everything I did, it was trial and error. I didn't have anybody to show me the way, or I didn't have anybody to help me. And at that particular time, even the people that had the ability to help me, God hardened their hearts. He said, because where I'm taking you, nobody can get the glory out of this. And so for those of you that have something, you have something of value to add back to the world, you have an idea, or you have a multi-million dollar idea, or you have some type of gift that is very, very rare, but you're just like, oh, I don't have enough money, or, I don't have the right person to show me how. I've reached out to people, they don't want to help me. Listen, just do it. I think I posted a photo earlier in my Insta stories and my Facebook stories, like, just do it. Nothing comes to you without work. Nothing comes to you without research, without you doing the work. You're not gonna know everything. Everything is not gonna be perfect, but just do it. I literally, everything I've done up until this point, it's been by trial and error, just me stepping out, trying it. Did I fail several times? Absolutely. Did I mess up? Absolutely. Was people talking about me? Absolutely. When I moved from Texas to Orlando, people said I was crazy. They say she's stupid. What is she doing? Why would she leave? She got it going on. She got a booming clientele. She got a beautiful salon. She got a huge home. Why would you leave? Like, what makes you think you can do better anywhere else? What? And so you can't worry about the naysayers. You can't worry about your friends that don't understand your purpose. You cannot worry about all the questions and all the details. I just encourage you, just do it. Like, just step out there, just go for it, and it'll come to you. So everything you've seen thus far, it's been literally stepping out on faith and just trying new things. You have to be a risk taker. I think I said last week, I'm looking for people, especially hairstylists. I'm looking for hairstylists that's really ready to play big in this season. You have to be willing to play big in order to get big results. No more playing small, no more penny pinching, no more negative talking about yourself, about your situation. No more of that. You have to be in this season ready to go full, ready to play full out, ready to go big, ready to play big. No more playing small. And a lot of the times when you get ready to step out there, when you get ready to jump and do something that you've never done, you're gonna go through, you may experience a period of isolation. And so, if those of you that are watching me right now, when you're at that point, you're at a crossroad you're at a crossroad in your life, and you don't know which way to go. It's more, like it's something in you that says it's more to my life than what I'm experiencing. And at that particular time for me, I was standing behind a chair, had made a crazy expensive lifestyle. My overhead was way bigger than what I was bringing in. Everything I was bringing in was going right back out because I had made a crazy expensive lifestyle for myself. And so I was working from 16 to 18 hours a day. It seemed like it was never enough. And I was just like, it has to be something more to my life than what I'm experiencing. And at that time, I was experiencing success in my business. I was able to buy myself a few things, and I was able to travel. I was able to work platform for a few companies. I was even able to go to London outside of the country. But still, there was still something empty. It was still something missing. And so at that particular moment, standing behind the chair, doing someone's hair, I was like, I could hear a still small voice, and a still small voice said, you have so much more to offer the world than just pretty hair. You have so much more to offer the world than just being able to beautify women by doing their hair and makeup. And at that particular time, that's when purpose began to call. And so after that, I just started like Googling stuff about success. I started Googling people that's successful in what they do, the principles that they practice, because I'm just like, okay, I'm at a crossroad. I'm sick of myself. I'm sick of my life as I know it. I know it has to be more for me. I've been able to buy myself some nice things. I was at that time, y'all, listen, if I could just be transparent, at that time, I had 3 cars. I was paying 2 car notes. I had moved in a ginormous home. Like, my life was stupid, financially crazy. Because at that time, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to say, hey, Kendall, don't spend all your money. Kendall, save your money. Like, where I'm from, my family didn't teach me how to understand money. My family didn't teach me how to, they taught us to put back for a rainy day. But I'm aware that if you put back for a rainy day, if that's your reason, then you'll have a rainy day. And so now I even understand the principles of saving, the principles of investing your money. You don't save money for a rainy day. Because if you look for a rainy day, guess what? You're going to have a rainy day. So even the principles of why we do things and being very intentional on, why we do certain things, you have to be intentional. And so I began to really seek and ask God to direct me. And then I went on YouTube and I looked up different successful people. And it wasn't just anybody. It was people that had really, really exceeded the exceedingly. They are living that abundant life. Like, you would just think the way that they live is impossible for me as a regular person, and maybe for you as a regular person, that it would be impossible to do. And so those 2 people was Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey for me. And I went on YouTube and I just started, typing in Tyler Perry, and I would listen to his lectures. And then I typed in Oprah Winfrey and I would listen to her lectures. And I stumbled up on something called The Secret. And I watched one of the last episode of Oprah Winfrey's talk show. And she had the cast, all the cast members of The Secret was on her show. And it was just something that really, really stuck out to me about this thing called The Secret. And so, ooh, the wind is blowing. Hold on. And so, it was something that really stuck out to me about The Secret. So I bought the DVD and I watched it. And I was just like, wow. So this is all I have to do to really pursue my real dreams. This is all I have to do to figure out who I really am. And the search continued. Even after that, the search continued. And I really, really began to seek God about what my real purpose was and what my real destiny was. And needless to say, long story short, here I am 4 years later in a whole nother state doing something completely different than what I set out to do at the beginning. And so I just wanted to chime on just to encourage, somebody that may feel like, listen, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my next step is. I need somebody to show me. I need somebody to help me along the way. I'm one to tell you, up until I moved, I didn't have anybody to mentor me. I didn't have anybody to say, hey, can you help me? Most of the people that I reached out to when I moved here rejected me. If I can be transparent, they all rejected me. Even after I wrote my first book and I was pursuing motivational speaking, there I faced rejection, and so even if you're at a point to where you're facing rejection, and you're just kind of confused, you don't really know what to do, you're successful, you're destined for greatness, but you're just at a point to where you don't really know what the next step is. I would just encourage you to keep walking, keep stepping, keep pursuing your dreams, keep doing that people is always like, hey, she crazy girl, she don't know what she want to do. Every time I turn around, she doing something different. Every time I turn around, she trying something new. Listen, I was that girl. I'm probably still that girl. I'm a risk taker. And so I'm looking for some people that you're risk takers, You're always willing to try something new. You're always pursuing something great. You know that greatness is in you, but you don't really know exactly how to pursue it. Those are the people that I'm looking for to work with in this season. Those are the people that I'm looking to connect with in this season, especially my hairstylist. If you're a hairstylist and you know that you have greater, you know that it's another level for you, you know that it's another level for your business, you know that it's another level for your finances, listen, if you're like me and you came from a childhood of straight poverty, listen, y'all haven't really heard my real story, but just to give you a little bit, I grew up on the north side of town of Hope, Arkansas, in the projects is where I grew up. My mother was a single parent. She had 4 children, raised all 4 of us by herself. When we outgrown one particular project, we moved to another set of projects, okay? So I get it. I understand a hard time. I understand rough times. But you have to make it up in your mind that you're going to be the curse breaker of your family. You're going to be the one to break the chains of your family. And I'm not going to sit here and act like, hey, I got it all together. I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't been through some things. I haven't been through several failed relationships. I haven't been through a failed marriage. I've been through the worst. I've been through the trenches. But I'm here to tell you, if you don't give up and you're willing to do the self-work first, because you have to get to a place to where you're sick of yourself. And I've been sick of myself a lot of times. Because a lot of times we just was not taught the correct way. Nobody gives us a blueprint to life. Nobody gives us a manual that teaches us how to raise our children. Nobody really gives us the blueprint to say, you do A, B, and C, and you're gonna be a millionaire. Or you do A, B, and C, and you're gonna experience successful, healthy relationships. You do A, B, and Z, and I guarantee you, your life is going to be amazing. Nobody gives us those blueprints. But you have to be the one that's willing to do the self-work. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, listen, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your stuff. I'm sick of your dysfunction. I'm sick of you making all these crazy decisions. I'm sick of you. And you have to make it up in your mind that you're willing to become a better person. And that's going to take self-work every single day. Listen, I eat, sleep, breathe self-development. I eat, sleep, breathe making Kendall better. I eat, sleep, breathe trying to get to the point to where I know God has me and to where I know God has ordained for me. Listen, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. Every single day you're going to wake up facing something new. Let me just talk to the people that have greatness on your life. If you're a person, you're a visionary, you're a planner, you do events, you do classes. Let me just talk to my hairstylist. To all my entrepreneurs, my hairstylists that know you have greatness and you want to do something more, you want to do something different, you want to make a difference in this beauty industry, you're going to face obstacles. Every day is going to be something new that's trying to block you. But if you like me, listen, I'm kicking the door down in this season. Listen, every stumbling block, everything that tries to get in my way in this season, I'm kicking it down because I don't have time to be stagnated anymore. God has already showed me what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a world changer. My purpose is to to help you change your life. That's my purpose. Whether it be for other hairstylists, whether it be for other women, because I've literally been through hell. Like, I've been through hell and back again and hell again and back again, and I came out of it, and then it was that all over again. Different situation, same type of hell. And so I'm just here today to encourage you, those that may be experiencing a difficult time, whether it be in business, in your marriage, in your relationships. Listen, you just have to continue to press forward. You have to continue to consult God. You have to continue to go in prayer every single day. Say, hey God, whatever it is that's blocking me, whatever it is that's blocking the blessings that I'm supposed to be getting, that I'm supposed to be reaping, whatever that is that's blocking me, I need you to remove it. And then you have to be willing to do the work to remove whatever it is, whether it be jealousy, whether it be you're so welcome, whether it be jealousy, whether it be your mindset, whether you have a mindset that you're always being negative, saying I can't, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not educated enough, because that was me at one time. Well, maybe they won't allow me in their speaker circle because I don't have a doctorate degree. Well, maybe they won't invite me to come and speak on their panel because I don't have a bachelor's degree, or I didn't go into a 4-year college to get a degree. I didn't graduate from Howard, or I didn't graduate from what is it? What's the other university? Morehouse, or but even at that point of me, criticizing myself and putting myself down and not really noticing the greatness that God placed on the inside of me, even at that point, I could still hear a still small voice to say, yeah, but I called you. Yeah, but I ordained you. Yeah, that may be so. Yeah, you don't have a 4-year degree, or you don't have a doctorate degree, or you weren't taught to speak correct English, but I called you, but I ordained you, but I've called you to greatness. I've called you to nations. I've called you to go all over the world. Listen, I wasn't taught any of those things. I wasn't taught how to be perfect. I wasn't taught how to speak correct English. I wasn't taught how to handle large lump sums of money. I wasn't taught how to raise my baby the correct way. I wasn't taught how to have healthy relationships. I wasn't taught the proper way to communicate. I wasn't taught, but God said, I still called you. I still ordained you. I still called you to nations. And right now, at this very moment, it's people from all over the world that chime on to KendallTJohnson.com. I've had 3 different people from 3 different countries to contact me within the last week. God said, I've called you to the nations. So don't get discouraged about not being able to speak correctly. Don't get discouraged about not knowing exactly how to say everything the correct way. Don't get discouraged by not really knowing your next step. Don't get discouraged about not knowing everything about that you want to pursue. But I just chimed on Facebook Live, and I just chimed on Instagram Live to tell you to continue to make the step. Continue to put one foot in front of the other. And as you continue to put one foot in front of the other, God is going to he's going to begin to reveal the step by step. He's going to begin to reveal your true purpose, your destiny. He's going to give you the next instructions. He's not going to show you everything at one time. It's a lot of things I don't know. But it doesn't stop me from pursuing that I know that's on the inside of me. It doesn't stop me from pursuing greatness. Listen, if I would have listened to the people that told me I couldn't speak correct English, or you're not good enough, oh, she's just a hairstylist, she's not a speaker, she's not really a speaker, she's just a hairstylist, she doesn't really belong on our panel, she didn't go to school, she didn't go to college, everybody else that's on the panel, they went to college, oh, she didn't go to college, so if I would have listened to that, I wouldn't have ever became a 3-time author. I wouldn't have ever became a speaker. I continue to pursue. I continue to write the vision. I continue to put one foot in front of the next until God revealed my next step. I continue to do it. And guess what? He's still adding. And guess what? He's still revealing. He's still giving me vision. He's not giving me everything at one time. But I'm going to speak this, that God begins to put the right people in your life to just give you nuggets, to reveal to you what's the next step, to give you a word. You know, I'm so thankful that even my clients, I have some amazing clients that sit in my chair. And I have literally, I know 3 clients that every time they come and get their hair done, they change my life. They literally change my life. From the conversation that we have, my life is changed. And so I'm going to speak and I'm going to pray that God begin to send the people that he has assigned to you to get you to your next level. He's going to begin to send people that have the power, that have the know-how, that understand purpose, they understand destiny, they understand success principles. They understand what it really takes to get you to your next level, to get you to your next level of success. I'm going to speak and I'm going to pray that he will begin to send those people that you won't have to go looking, but they'll find you. Because every time I went to look for something, or every time I've tried to make something happen, it ended up being a disaster. And so I'm going to pray that God begin to send people, that he'll begin to send the right people, that you won't just be latching on to anybody in this season. But if you're a person and you're at the point to where, listen, I know it's more. It has to be something else more to my life than what I'm doing. It's more for me. It's greatness for me. Maybe everybody's not called to be international, but I know that's something that I've been called to. And so when you know that you have something great on the inside of you, and we all do, you have to protect that. So everybody's not to know your dreams. Everybody is not to know your next move, your next business move, your next idea, your next invention. Everybody is not supposed to know that. You're not to share that with everybody. But I encourage you to protect that God has placed on the inside of you, and allow God to send everything and everybody that you need to get you to your next level. And so that's what that is. That's the word that he gave me to share with you all. Stay tuned. I'm going to continue to go live. I'm going to continue to encourage, and that he gives me, I give it to you. I have to get it first. I got to eat it first. So everything that I give you is nothing that I'm not implementing. It's nothing that, it's not anything that I'm not having to do. I got to do the self-work first. And so is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. Especially when you have to go and deprogram. A lot of us, and I'll just say a lot of you need to deprogram. Everything that you learned as a kid that has you where you are today, if you're not happy, you have to deprogram your thinking. With all due respect, I love my mother, I love my father, but they didn't really teach me everything right. And it was because their parents didn't have the ability to teach them how to do things right. A lot of us didn't have that role model or that example in front of us to teach us about money, to really teach us how to invest, how to pay yourself. They didn't teach us how to handle large lump sums of money. And so if they didn't teach us, then how do we know? You know, how do you know how to be a good wife? How do you know how to be a loyal and a trustworthy friend if that wasn't ever demonstrated to you? How do you know how to not spend everything that you make when that's what you saw growing up? How do you know that it's important? How do you not know that it's important to pay your bills on time when your parents didn't pay their bills on time? You know, if you was like my mama, it was just like, hey, tell them I ain't here. You know, my mom was like, tell them people I ain't here. I'd be like, she said she ain't here. So just to, you know, break up the monotony, you know, we weren't taught how to do it the right way. But I guarantee if you begin to hunger for a different lifestyle, if you begin to hunger for greatness, if you begin to hunger for healthy relationships, if you begin to hunger for the abundant life that God said that we were supposed to have, listen, it was not designed to struggle. It wasn't designed for us to struggle our entire life. It was never designed that way. But some type of way, we find ourselves in certain situations that, you know, we may or may not know how to get out of. And it was because we didn't have the blueprint. We didn't have the role model. We didn't have we didn't have the book to teach us. There's no book to teach us how to do life perfect. Actually, I learned, and I was reading one of my really good friend's books, Takondra Brown. I was reading her book, and she began to talk about the perception of perfection. Let me say that again. The perception of perfection. At one time in my life, and it hasn't been that long ago, I was looking for something perfect. You know, a lot of us will look at ourselves and we want to make, we have this perfect perception of what we want ourselves to be. But as I began to really read her book, and it began to minister to me, and I think it's called Transformed. What is it called? I forgot. But the author is Takondra Brown. I think her husband Eric Brown. He just chimed on my Facebook. Type in the title of her book. But whatever, I forget the title. I'm sorry. But I was reading it, and she said it's no such thing as perfection. And it stuck out to me. Like, I was like, huh? You mean there's no such thing as being perfect? Transformed from pain to purpose. Yes, that's the title of the book. And that particular thing stuck out to me when she said it's no such thing as being perfect. There is nothing perfect. There is no perfect relationship. There is no perfect business. There is no perfect, there's nothing perfect under the sun. And so at one time in my life, I was striving for something perfect. You know, whether it was that perfect marriage, it was that perfect guy, it was that perfect friendship. It was that in my mind, I thought it was a such thing as being perfect, because, you know, when we look at celebrities and we look at people like Beyonce and we look at people, you know, their lives to us appear to be perfect. But even Beyonce had some issues in her marriage. Even Beyonce has insecurities about her body. Even Beyonce she probably look in the mirror and she don't feel pretty every day. But like I said before, if you're willing to do the self-work, what is the self-work? Really digging deep into yourself, really digging deep in and asking God to show you the things that are imperfect, because we're imperfectly perfect in God's eyes. Although we're imperfect, we're perfect to Him. And so every single day I ask God, what's blocking me? What's blocking this? What's blocking this? What's blocking me from breaking through to that abundant threshold? What's blocking me from getting to that $1 million status? What's blocking me from releasing that $1 million product? What's blocking me from getting to $1 billion? Where is your mindset? What is it? What do you cap off at your dream? You know, what are you doing to pursue that you feel like is impossible? And so, you know, where does it cap off at? I don't know about you, but if you can see, I'm inside of something, but there's no ceiling. It's no ceiling. It's no limit to how high this particular vision goes, because it's limitless. And so where does your mindset stop at? Where does it cap off at? And so I'm just crazy. I'm a crazy risk taker. I'm always trying something new. I'm always coming up with new ideas. Even when I achieve that goal, I'm always looking, okay, God, what's my next level? And when I hit that level, okay, what's the next level? Because God is a God of growth. He's a God of development. He's a God of enlarging your territory. He's a God He's a God of limitless possibilities. And so if you've gotten to a point to where you're comfortable, if you've gotten to a point to where, okay, I'm good here, you're cheating yourself. You know, don't worry about what she's doing. Don't worry about what they're doing over there. But understand that if you get to a point and you're good, you're comfortable with where you are cheating your own life. Is everything gonna be perfect? Absolutely not. Is everything gonna be peaches and cream? Absolutely not. Are you going to get into disagreements with your business partner or your spouse, or are people gonna reject you? Absolutely. But God he's even teaching me, and he's molding me, and he's putting people in my place to even teach me how to deal with rejection the healthy way. I used to would lash back out. I used to would, want to go tit for tat. I used to want to go toe to toe with people that rejected me. But all I got to do now is just sit back and smile and say, okay, but God called me anyhow. But God ordained me anyhow. But God has put the stamp of favor over my life anyhow. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But when I know that God has placed greatness on the inside of me, and I know that I get up daily and do my daily work, and I ask for repentance, and I ask God, take out jealousy if it's there. Take out malice if it's there. Take out envious if it's there. Take out everything that can block me. Take out the old mindset, God, and give me the mind of you. Because he says our thoughts are not his thoughts. Our ways are not his ways. So if I need new thoughts, and if I need new ways, and if I need a new vision, and if I need to take the cap off of my thinking so that my thinking and I know that the possibilities are limitless, God, give me a limitless mindset. So when it's something that I want to do or something I want to pursue, I don't look at the numbers. I say, okay, how can I afford that? Show me how I can get there. Show me how I can afford that. Show me how I can do what I need to do to get me to my next level. Or are you a person that said, oh girl, honey, that I can't afford that, honey. That's too expensive. That's too, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Maybe next year. Well, you gonna keep saying maybe next year, and before you know it, 20 years gonna be done passed by. So no longer will you play small. No longer will you play it safe. I'm a risk taker, man. And in this season, I'm playing big. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what I have to do. I'm playing big, because when you play big, you reap big. When you play big, you get big results. But if you continue to play small, you're going to continue to get small results. And if you want to do something and you want different results, you got to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You can't stay in your same circle. So do away with that mentality. No new friends. No, child, I don't do them. Child, I don't fool with them. I don't fool with everybody. I don't know. Do away with that mentality. I'm always accepting something new. I'm always open and ready to meet new people. I'm always ready to go to a different country. I'm ready to go to a different city. I want to meet new people. Because if you continue to stay around the same people, baby, it ain't going to be no growth. And if you are the most successful person in your circle, you need to get out of that circle. That's not the circle for you, because iron sharpens iron. Iron, and some of y'all friends, they like concrete. You're the iron, and they like concrete. They gonna make you dull. So away with that. No new friends. I don't fool with them. No, they bougie. I'm not bougie. I don't do that. I don't do them. No, away with that. Away with that mentality, and begin to open your mindset up to doing new things. Open your mindset. Some of y'all have never flown. Some of y'all have never gotten on a flight. Some of y'all probably hadn't even been to the other side of Orlando. Some of y'all won't even come out of your hood. I need you to come out of your hood and go to a different hood. Okay? Come out of your hood and go somewhere that you've never went before. Do something you've never done before. Don't worry about how much it's gonna cost. Don't worry about that. You write it down. You talk about it as much as you can talk about it. You pursue it. You figure out, how can I do it? Show me a way that I can do it. Don't just rule it out because you don't see a way. Listen, I was just given a proposal the other day that stretched me completely out of my comfort zone. Stretched me a program that was a stupid number. Y'all talk about my class. My class, listen, shout out to the Hairstylist Master's class. It's October 7th and 8th. I'll just sneak that on in for hairstylists that's ready to go to the next level. I'm having a hands-on 2 days. So if you like what you're hearing, listen, look for my classes, look for what I'm doing. And I got some stupid crazy stuff that's about to drop real soon. I'm excited about that. I can't reveal it to you right now, but just stay tuned is all I can say. But do something. Start going places. Start seeing the world. It is so much more for you to see than just what's in your hood. It is so much more in the world for you to see than what you see every day in your hood. Listen, if I would have stayed in my hood, I wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation with y'all. If I would have stayed in my hood. And my hood, listen, shout out to my hood. The backside of Hope, Arkansas. Hopewell Loop, apartment 32. Shout out to my hood. But guess what? If I would have stayed in my hood, there wouldn't have ever been a celebrity status hair studio. I wouldn't have never won the Texas International Hair Show. Shout out to my homegirl, LaShonda Wade, because we went to Texas and killed it. Had a stupid, crazy, bad styling team, star status styling team. Listen, I wouldn't have ever won those trophies. I wouldn't have ever taught my first class. I wouldn't have ever graced the stage at Bonner Brothers to work for Chemic Gold products. I wouldn't have ever done some amazing things if I would have stayed in my hood. Eric, where am I at? Any questions, y'all? Y'all got any questions? Eric want to know where I'm at. I'm sitting on the balcony. I'm sitting on my balcony of my condo. Since you want to know where I'm at, and my balcony faces the courtyard. Okay, so yes, if I would have stayed in my hood, you wouldn't have ever got a chance to see this view. This view is amazing. This view is absolutely amazing. I'll let y'all see. Absolutely amazing. I wake up to this every morning outside of my bedroom window. It's absolutely amazing. So I don't know if Facebook can see it, but if I would have stayed in my hood, I wouldn't wake up to this every single morning. I wake up to this every single morning. So y'all, life is good. Life is amazing. Life is limitless. Life is full of surprises. Life is so full of life. But you have to do something you've never done. You have to do the self-work. I eat, sleep, breathe self-development. I'm always looking to grow more. I'm always looking to do more. I'm always looking to pull out the things that has the potential to block me. It has the potential to block my healthy relationships. It has the potential to block me making new healthy relationships. It has the potential to block my finances. Listen, even begin to think about finances and money in a different perspective. Me and a family member just was talking about this last night. Confirmation indeed. Absolutely, Kia. Absolutely. So, you was asking where was my hood at? I'm not about to play with you today, Eric. My hood was in Hope, Arkansas. I lived in the projects. The name of the projects was Hopewell Loop, and we lived in apartment 32. Okay, and then when that one wasn't good enough or it wasn't big enough, we moved across the town to another set of projects called the Ravines. Okay, I'm trying to learn short hair for real, for real. Color whipped. DM me. DM me, color whipped, if you're really ready to play big, because I'm looking for some hairstylists that's really ready to play big. Listen, I'm going out of 2018 with a stupid bang. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already, listen, my accent is coming back because I'm finna get a little hood on you. I'm going out of 2018 with a stupid crazy bang. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already planning my 2019. Listen, y'all, the way my 2019 is set up, y'all ain't gonna be able to see me. Y'all ain't gonna be able to. Listen, that's the attitude you gotta have. Tell me, White, what gave you the courage to initially step out when you left Hope, Arkansas? I knew I was bigger. I knew I was bigger than where I was. I've always been a overachiever. I've always strived to want to do more. I've always been like different. And in my hometown, listen, if you read my book, I Am Not My Circumstance, I talk about getting chased home from the bus stop, getting chased home from school every day. Listen, my childhood, the way my childhood was set up, y'all, they picked on me all the time. They chased me home all the time until I learned one day I had to fight back. And listen, you talking about a fighting sister from the time my stepdaddy told me to go outside and fight them, because if you don't fight them, they're going to chase you home every day. Like, listen, that followed me. But I think when I had an epiphany that it was more for me than what I could really achieve in my hometown. I think I was 26 years old. Yeah, I was 26 years old. And at that time, I was still a hairstylist, and I had opened up a salon called Kendall's Creations with a K. And I had the chance to go and try out for America's Next Top Model. I went to Little Rock, Arkansas to try out for America's Next Top Model. And at that time, they capped off the age limit, I think was 26 or 27. And I had just made it to the end of the age, so I'm just like, something got to give. Like, I got to do something. Something has to happen. And I just knew it was more for me than what I was experiencing. And everything that I was experiencing in my hometown, it was just so crazy. I was always fighting. I was always getting into it with people. It was just crazy. And so I just wanted a change of scenery. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to pursue something greater than what I was experiencing at that time. So hopefully that answers your question. Styles by Carmela. I am in Orlando. Awesome. So again, if you're a hairstylist and you're looking to play big, listen, I'm only looking for real players that's ready to play big, that's ready to do something different. You're ready to take your business to the next level. I don't want to hear I can't do it. I don't want to hear I can't afford it. Don't say I can't afford it. Just say, let me figure out how I can, or teach me how I can afford it. Teach me how I can take this class. Teach me what I need to do to get myself to the next level. Listen, you're not going to get there without an investment. You have to invest in yourself. You got to do the work. I've taken classes. I've traveled. I went out of the country to try to better my business. me and LaShonda Wade went way to London to figure out, like, what else is there for us to do to take our business to the next level. And just to get to London, I think at that time our flight was $900. Our flight was $1,000, just the flight alone. So, away with the thinking that you can't afford it, away with, allowing numbers to scare you, because a lot of us, we're afraid of numbers. I ain't afraid of numbers. Teach me big numbers. Teach me how to count $1 million. Teach me how, you don't have to count it now. I think you can put it in one of them little money machines and it'll count it. But yeah, teach me. Amen. You have to invest. Absolutely. A lot of us want to know, how did you get to where you are? How did you write a book? What did you do to write a book? You gotta do the work. You gotta do the research. You have to do the work, or you invest in someone's program. You invest in a person that can actually show you how to get there. Don't be afraid to invest. And so that's all I have for you today. Hopefully, well, I know this word bless somebody. I know this live, this Facebook live, and this Instagram bless somebody. And if you're still watching, share the video. Tap the like button. Share the video. Share this with someone that you know will bless your life, that you know that need a blessing. And so for those hairstylists, DM me, inbox me your email address, inbox me your information if you're ready to play big. If you're not ready to play big, don't waste my time, because I ain't got time to waste. Thank you. Any questions, any more questions before I end the scope in the live? Do y'all have I got time to answer 3 questions. Any comments, any questions? Amen. I believe invest in yourself. I always say if we are afraid to invest in ourselves, let me see. I couldn't read the comment in its entirety. I am B styling chick. Absolutely. I'm ready for sure. Ready to step out on faith. Absolutely. DM me. Also, for those of you that are hairstylists, I'm also giving a hairstylist master's class. It's a 2-day hands-on extensive training on how I went from 0 to 6 figures in 8 months in a new city. Nobody knew my name. I had no clients. I had no family, no friends to help me. If you want to know how I did it, be at the hairstylist master's class. Again, if you want to polish up on your cutting skills, your coloring skills, if you want to master the wave technique, if you want to take your business to the next level, DM me. The class is this upcoming Sunday and Monday. I also need I need another model. Actually, we need 3 models. At least 5 inches of hair. You have to be willing to get your hair cut. You have to be willing to get a relaxer. Yes. So DM me, inbox me if you're in the Orlando area and you would like to get your hair cut. You would like to get a relaxer, new do. Yes, we're working on live models the 2nd day. So we are in need of 3 extra models right now. And if you're interested in taking the class, DM me. How can I take the class? Let me know how I can take the class. Hey, Sharman Davis. How do you not be nervous when starting a new what? With bills, children, and living in a whole new city? Girl, I was nervous. You cannot be nervous. You're gonna be nervous. Listen, I was crying every day. Takandra wants to do it. Tell Takandra to do it. Toot boom scoot. Just do it. But was I nervous? Oh, absolutely. Listen, for the hairstylist that worked with me, I was like, girl, they probably thought I was crazy. Like, I was crying every day because I went from being booked every single day to moving to a city and sitting in a chair similar to this, just sitting and watching, you know, some of the hairstyles was good and some of them wasn't so good. And I'm just like, girl, I can do your hair so much better, girl. But I couldn't even beg people to let me do their hair for free when I first moved here. So I was afraid, I was scared, I was nervous, I was crying, I was an emotional wreck. I was always contemplating, oh my gosh, should I go back home? I don't know. Like, I was just kind of, my emotions was all over the place. So you're going to be nervous. That's natural. Question, how much investment in education outside of your industry do you think you've made? Ooh. Our money. I don't know. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. So many thousands I can't count. She wants to be one of the models. Oh, really? Okay. I don't believe it, but if she really do for real, tell her to call me later. We need some models. Bring some other models from Tampa if y'all can. We need some models that's ready to get their hair cut and relax and maybe wave it up. You know, we're learning how to master waves in the class. But yes, absolutely. So I am B Styling Chick. Did you just relocate to a new city? I don't believe you, Eric. Stop playing. See, I ain't finna fool. I'm not playing with them today. Did you just move to a new city? And if so, how long have you been there? So I have time, I think, for one more question. I'm sorry, Armani. It's been so many thousands. I can't even, I don't know. Ooh, I've invested a lot of money outside of just polishing up on hair skills. I've went to empowerment conferences. I've taken coaching from some big time coaches. Yes. Okay, so you're in Greensboro about 5 months now. Is business shaky? What are you doing now for your business? Are you booth renting? Are you working at a salon? Are you commissioned? What are you doing? Toot boom ready. I cannot. So I am B Styling Chick on Instagram. Has just relocated to Greensboro, and everything I've just explained that I went through, she's literally going through it now. So what are you doing now for money? Where are you working? Is it a commission-based salon, or is it booth rental, commission, and I can't take it? OMG, love your work. Coming to see you. Thank you, Janice. So you're at a commission-based salon. Okay. So I started out the same way. I was about to be homeless. I'm telling you. I moved to Orlando May 31st, 2014. May to June. By the end of July, they was putting an eviction notice on my door. I could not be at a commission-based salon. I needed to make my money. And so what I did, I actually Googled the baddest hair salons in Orlando. And I got 1 minute and 56 seconds, and then my Instagram is about to shut off. I am B Styling Chick. DM me, and let me know you ready to play big, and I'll help you. So bye, Instagram. I'm chiming off now. Share this video and go back and watch the replay if you're catching the end. Okay, so one more question. Asking because I think that's an extremely important piece that's often missing in our business owners. Okay. I couldn't read the entire message for some reason. It's cutting it off. But yes, it is. People don't want to invest, man. They don't want to invest. They're afraid. And I'll just say this, you know, if you can go and spend $200 on some Jordans, and you can go and spend $500 on a bag, you can invest in yourself. Just it's really not about how much money you're making. It's what you're doing with what you're making. So I know me, I've decided, because I'm about to take it up a notch, and I'm about to do another coaching course with someone that's playing super big. Listen, she a hairstylist, y'all, and I was playing her music at the beginning, and yes, and like this girl, she is a risk taker, and so I'm about to invest in myself again, and the numbers are stupid. So you just have to be willing to play big. You got to be willing to invest in yourself. You got to be willing to go all in. Like, you got to be willing to just, you know, I've said I'm not shopping. I'm not going to shop anymore until I finish this coaching program. I'm not, you know, I'm juicing. I don't know if y'all, but if y'all follow me on Instagram or you follow me on Snapchat, you know, my little weight loss journey, or you follow my blog, Kendall T Johnson on Instagram. It's my fashion blog. Like, I've been talking about juicing. I've been talking about doing green smoothies. I've been making my green smoothies and my juicing, and I've been taking it to work. I don't go out to eat as much. Like, I'm not shopping. I got enough bags. I got enough clothes. I got enough shoes. Like, literally, you have to cut something off and put that money to where it's really going to make you an return on your investment. Them shoes that I got, I don't even, listen, let me let y'all in on the secret. Okay, I have even thought about selling some of my bags, selling some of my shoes, because them shoes that's on display in my bedroom right now, they can't get me nowhere. They can't make me no money. Them shoes cannot give me a return on my investment. Them handbags, they ain't doing nothing in there but now, like, collecting dust. And the thing about it, when I get to that $1 million status, or I get to a point in my life where I'm making $20,000 a month, or I'm making $30,000 a month, I can go buy a bag and it be nothing. You understand? Like, literally. Like, right now, I'm just at a place in my business. I'm at a place in my life, and I gotta get back on live because this is so important. I'm at a place in my business, and I'm at a place in my life that if I got to sell some of them red bottoms, and I got to sell some of them my Louis Vuitton bags, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care about that stuff no more, because at the end of the day, if you have not reached $1 million status, a millionaire, like, I want a new car, but I talk myself out of buying a new car every day. Like, every day. I want a new car. I'm tired of driving my car. It's old. And I can go get a new car. But I talk myself out of it every day because why? I see the bigger picture. I see the bigger picture. So, I'm not shopping anymore. No more handbags. No more red bottoms. You know, none of that stuff. I don't even care about it until I get to where I'm supposed to be. Say what you will of me. Talk about my car. You can talk about, I don't really care. Like, because, you know, and I'll even share with you another lesson that I learned on last week. Because, you know, we look at people and we think people be having it all together because they driving the luxury car and they're carrying the luxury handbag. Baby, them people be broken. But I'm literally living a luxurious life. What is a luxurious life? Who is that waving at me? Who is it? That's a troll. I think that's a troll. I'm finna block you, whoever you is. You gotta be a troll, whoever that is, that keep on putting them emojis up. But I've gotten to a place to where I don't care about that stuff. I like, away with that. And I know people that's you know, they're driving my dream car. They driving a car that I would love to drive. But you're broken, you got low self-esteem, you don't even like yourself. Like, you trying to fix stuff that ain't broke. I can remember a time, and I'm finna get off, y'all, because I can go on and on and on. That's gonna be the topic of my next live. How do you know that you're suffering from low self-esteem? When you always trying to fix something about yourself, when you always saying, oh, I'm fat, oh, I just want to go get this nipped and tucked, or girl, my booty ain't big enough, or I just, oh, if I could just go buy another car, my life will be better. No. But you can misconstrue somebody's life as looking like a luxurious life. Hey, Miss Santurn, I love you. As, oh my gosh, she got it going on. Oh, she's living a luxurious life, but she has no peace. She has no tranquility. She's all her relationships are toxic. She can't never keep no girlfriend around. She can't never keep no man. Like, you always in drama. You can't sleep at night. You tossing and turning. You always trying to figure out, you know, how can you fix something about yourself. I used to be that chick. I used to be that chick that I wanted to get a tummy tuck. I wanted to go get a breast lift. I wanted to go do all kinds of stuff. I wanted to go put some injections in my forehead because I feel like I had lines in my forehead. But guess what? When I got to a place when I really started to do the self-work, and I really began to dig deep, and I really began to deal with myself on a whole nother level, and I really began to look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love every inch of you, every dimple, every stretch mark, every crease in my forehead. When I begin to really love and really just enjoy my own company, I don't desire that anymore. And the thing about it is, if you don't like your weight or your size, guess what? Do something about it. And that don't mean going to get no surgery, because that's some other stuff that's going on. When you want to fix your nose and you want to keep going in and making your lips bigger, and you want to just keep going in and changing the way God really created you, like, it's some other stuff going on. So get to a place to where you just love yourself. Don't envy nobody else's life. I promise you, you don't want to walk in their shoes. I promise you that the very person that you feel like got all the materialistic things that you probably want, I'll take peace over it any day. I'll take my sanity over it any day. Any day I'll take it. And so, y'all, I'm just excited. I'm excited about life. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited about my class. Y'all, okay, because it was getting dark. I'm just excited, y'all. So, again, if I still have Hairstylist on, be at the Hairstylist Masters class October 7th and 8th. If you're just chiming in, watch the video before this one on Instagram. Watch the replay. I'm out.